In the quiet moments of your life, when everything else fades and the noise of the world dies down, what do you feel pulsing at your core? That fire in your gut, that primal force rising in your chest, is not random. It is not weak, confused, or chaotic. It is sexual energy, and your energy is insane. It's the most potent fuel known to man, and most are wasting it. Not because they want to, but because they've been taught to misunderstand, misuse, and even fear it. This is not just about abstaining from sex or avoiding porn. This is about recognizing insane power within you. The same energy that creates life is the same energy that creates your reality. It builds empires, forges legacies, and sharpens clarity. If you knew the true power you carry between your legs and behind your eyes, you would never again misuse it for a quick dopamine hit. Instead, you channel it like a warrior, focused, disciplined, and fully awake. We live in a world that bombards us with hypersexualized content, but remains completely disconnected from the deeper truth of sexual energy. What they've shown you is the shell, not the essence. You've been taught that sex is just pleasure. That ejaculation is just a physical release. That desire is something to suppress or indulge without thought. But what if I told you that your sexual energy is actually the engine behind your focus, ambition, creativity, spiritual clarity, and masculine dominance? You don't need more energy drinks. You don't need more hustle hype or productivity hacks. What you need is to reclaim the insane power already flowing within you and direct it toward your purpose. When you retain and transmute your sexual energy, you become nearly untouchable. You become a force that others feel without understanding. Your eyes sharpen, your aura expands, your voice deepens with command, and your presence becomes magnetic because you're no longer leaking power. You're storing it. You're becoming it. Why your energy is insane. Let's make something clear. Sexual energy isn't just physical. It's metaphysical. It's spiritual. It's the divine intelligence within your body that wants to create, expand, dominate, and evolve. You carry the spark of creation itself. That's why it feels so overwhelming at times. That's why lust can feel like madness, because you're handling something that could build worlds if you knew how to wield it. Your body is a generator. Every drop of your seed contains more than just sperm. It contains essence, power, blueprint, drive. When you release that energy constantly without intention, you drain yourself. But when you hold it, when you harness it, you start to access higher states of being. Your mind sharpens. Your intuition strengthens. Your discipline amplifies. Suddenly, your goals feel reachable, not because they got closer, but because you did. This is why your energy is insane, because it's been underestimated and misdirected. But the moment you flip the switch and choose to master it instead of being mastered by it, everything changes. Let's talk straight. Most men are addicted to their own weakness. They live in cycles of pleasure and regret, ejaculation and shame, lust and emptiness. But semen retention is the ancient practice that breaks this cycle. It's not about being anti-sex. It's about being pro-power. When you retain, you're telling your body and spirit, we're not wasting energy. We're building. Within a week of retention, your body starts recycling the sexual energy and turning it into something else. Mental clarity, physical vitality, ambition. At 30 days, your confidence becomes unshakable. You walk into rooms differently. People notice your presence without you speaking. Eye contact becomes effortless. Your voice carries weight. Your thoughts become more focused and clear. At 60 to 90 days, the benefits are not just physical, they're spiritual. You begin to feel connected to something higher. You feel pulled by vision instead of pushed by fear. Your life becomes a mission. Your discipline becomes automatic. You stop chasing women and they start orbiting you. Not because you try to attract them, but because they feel the insane energy you're radiating. Sexual energy is creative energy. Every artist, writer, speaker, and visionary who has changed the world tapped into this fire. It's no coincidence that some of the most powerful minds in history practice celibacy or transmutation. Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, Muhammad Ali, Steve Jobs. They knew that their energy was sacred. They protected it like treasure. When you're full of sexual energy and not releasing it constantly, your body needs a place to put it. So it begins to pour the energy into your ideas, your business, your workouts, your purpose. You start writing like a storm. You train like a warrior. You speak like a leader. You no longer seek validation because you feel so full from within. That creative burst, that fire, that clarity, that's your sexual energy building something instead of being wasted in pixels and tissues. This energy makes your vision sharper. You no longer tolerate distractions. You can sit in stillness and hear your soul speak. You feel the pull to create instead of consume. You become the source. The man who controls his sexual energy is the man every woman feels. He's not needy. He's not desperate. He's not seeking to take anything from her. He's overflowing. He's so rooted in his masculine that women instinctively soften around him. This is not about manipulation or pickup tactics. This is about energetic truth. Your insane energy creates polarity, and polarity creates attraction. When you radiate sexual energy but don't leak it, you become magnetic. Your eye contact has a gravitational pull. Your touch is electric. Your presence commands attention. Not because you're trying, but because your frequency is higher than the average man who's numbed out by constant ejaculation, porn, and lustful thoughts. This is why the man who retains and channels his energy becomes a natural leader. Other men want to follow him. Women want to be around him. Opportunities seem to chase him. He becomes a storm. And storms don't ask for permission to be noticed. They are felt. The greatest power lies in transmutation. It's one thing to suppress your lust. That just causes tension. But when you transform it into fuel for your goals, that's alchemy. When you feel the fire of desire rising in your body, don't run from it. Don't release it. Sit with it. Breathe into it. Use it. That energy wants to build your body. It wants to sharpen your mind. It wants to help you write the book, start the business, make the art, break the old pattern. Lust is not the enemy. Lust is raw power. But only the man with discipline can master it and redirect it. Your sexual energy is the root of your legacy. Every time you choose purpose over porn, you are etching your name into eternity. Every time you wake up early and train instead of chase pleasure, you are building your throne. Every time you feel tempted but transmute, you elevate. Your energy is insane, but it needs to be owned. If you've been leaking energy through porn, masturbation, casual sex, or lustful thoughts, it's not too late. You are not broken. You are simply untrained. The world never taught you how powerful you are. It taught you to be addicted, ashamed, and distracted. But now you are waking up. The first step is awareness. The second step is choice. The third step is mastery. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this video. Click on the link below to join our Telegram channel. Commit to a streak. Retain for 30 days. See how your mind changes. Retain for 60 days. See how your energy multiplies. Retain for 90+ days and watch as your entire identity shifts. You will feel like you've tapped into a version of yourself that always existed but was buried under noise and indulgence. Rewire your nervous system. Let go of digital lust. Delete the porn. Clean your temple. Choose habits that honor your energy. Cold showers, intense workouts, reading, creating, fasting. Let every action you take echo the truth. I know what I carry and I protect it. This journey isn't easy. It's a war between the lower self and the higher self. Every temptation is a battlefield, but the more battles you win, the more power you unlock. You are not just resisting pleasure. You are reclaiming power. You are not just avoiding sin. You are stepping into purpose. This is the path of the spiritual warrior. He walks with fire in his belly and peace in his soul. He doesn't suppress desire. He elevates it. He doesn't hate lust. He transmutes it. He doesn't fear women. He honors them. But he no longer sacrifices his energy for momentary highs. He sacrifices his comfort for greatness. You are that warrior, but you must choose to become him. Daily, moment by moment, your energy is insane. Insane enough to build nations. Insane enough to alter your DNA. Insane enough to create life, build legacy, and become divine. But that energy must be honored. Don't waste it on quick releases and pixel fantasies. Don't dilute it through unconscious habits. Learn to contain it. Learn to channel it. Learn to radiate with it. You are a living generator, a masculine force, a spiritual vessel. The world does not need more men chasing pleasure. It needs more men who have awakened to the power of their sexual energy and chosen to master it. If you walk this path, you'll become unstoppable. Not because you try to be, but because you've aligned your body, your mind, and your soul with the divine force within you. Hold your energy. Honor your energy. Build with your energy. Because your energy is insane.